Good afternoon. The evidence will show on March 9, 2021, a dispatcher, Anna May, with the Monroe County Sheriff's Office received a 911 call at about 12:30 a.m. The usual question, 911, what is your emergency? On this early morning, the caller states, "Hi, my husband is threatening my well-being if I do not leave the house that I own." The dispatcher asks if this is a verbal threat. The caller states, he has threatened to shoot my hand so I can't call you the next time when he threatens me. The dispatcher, you will hear, learns there are weapons in the house. The husband has been drinking. He is taking prescription medications. The caller identifies herself as Rebecca Barsati, living at 63 Buckle Lane in Superior. The dispatcher asked, "Are you separated from him? Are you alone in a safe location?" Rebecca states the evidence will show, "No, he won't leave me alone. I keep asking him where I can seek safety, but he won't leave me alone." The evidence will show a former Deputy Patrick Nobles with the Monroe County Sheriff's Office is dispatched to the location. During this time, Rebecca Barsati, evidence will show, had called 911 again, stating that her husband has now separated from her and is in the master bedroom. Upon arrival at 63 Buckle Lane, the deputy contacts Rebecca Barsati, who is waiting for him outside the residence. Deputy Nobles enters the house. The evidence will show that he finds the defendant, David Barsati, under his blankets, fully clothed, with an empty holster on his hip, handcuffs in his pocket, and weapons in his bedroom. Evidence will show Deputy Nobles asked him to get out of bed. You will hear the defendant admit there was a verbal argument. Deputy Nobles asked the defendant if he had threatened to shoot Rebecca's hands off. He attempts to deny this, but then admits he has no recollection of the incident or memory of making the statement. The statement that the state believes the evidence will show. "So did you intend to shoot her hands off?" "No, what the hell? Did she say that?" The deputy says, "Yeah." "Dude, no, all right, so maybe, dude, no, I never. I have no recollection of that at all." "You have no memory of that?" None. The evidence will show that defendant claims to have post-traumatic stress disorder and a traumatic brain injury, which caused him to trigger from her touch. Yet the evidence will show he did not complete his military service, serving only 4 months, 11 days in boot camp, until receiving a stress fracture in his shoulder lifting weights. He then received an entry-level separation from the military. Yet on this evening, the defendant told Deputy Nobles his trigger was due to his extensive military career. Thank you for listening.
Mike Tots says his department has received criticism for their handling of the investigation. He's confident in the search effort from his deputies. Now he says it's time to offer the family some closure.
We felt good that we were going to be able to notify the family that, so they didn't know she still wasn't missing to the family, and they could put some closure to where Rebecca was, and we gave them our our heartfelt sympathy that this is her and that, but at least now her daughter's back, and Dave's wife's back to him, and all that, and they know where she is now.
New tonight, an update on a story you'll only see right here on NBC Montana. We told you about allegations of major problems in the Monroe County Sheriff's Office and County Attorney's Office. Today, parties met in court to face the judge. More than 125 concerned citizens sued over hiring violations, officers unqualified to hold law enforcement positions, and failure to disclose Brady information. Essentially problems in an officer's history that could make their testimony in court less credible.
This situation we have now here in Mineral County is so severe that the public has lost confidence in the Sheriff's Department and the County Attorney's Office.
Wednesday morning, a judge heard an update from both sides, and proceedings got heated at times.
It's a personal thing that we not only do it, we damn well need to do it right. And I hope I made it plain, not only do we intend to, and we're not saying hell no, we're saying hell yes. We are, we will, we're a long part of the way, and we intend to get there the rest of the way.
Deputy County Attorney Wally Congdon told Judge Shane Vanatta the Sheriff's Office and County Attorney's Office are working to comply with the judge's orders set forth earlier this month. Those orders include auditing deputy hiring practices, removing deputies who don't meet state employment requirements, and informing affected defendants in cases where Brady information should have been disclosed. The court also heard testimony from County Attorney Deborah Jackson, Sheriff Mike Toth, and Gretchen Webb, who is a current candidate for sheriff and briefly worked as a volunteer in the County Attorney's Office this May.
My main concern here is the safety of the public. It should not be a situation where you fear to call the police or fear to go to the county attorney.
Ultimately, Judge Vanatta agreed to move the plaintiff's case forward.
Plaintiffs are not driving the bus in all of this, but they do get to ride along and they get to pull the cord when to stop. And that's the analogy I'm using, which is it is up to the county to fix these issues and to comply with the mandates. I am relying upon plaintiffs to indicate if there has not been compliance.
So what's next? The county needs to notify defendants of potential Brady issues within 30 days. Attorneys for both sides need to meet about compliance concerns and other issues. And the judge set a status conference for December 7th. Plaintiff's attorney Lance Jasper told us it's a step in the right direction, but added an overhaul is necessary to make it a system people can trust and respect. We'll keep following the story and let you know what happens.